Bengals and Broncos, 10:15 Eastern, 7:15 Pacific, and the Broncos are a 7.5-point favorite against the Bengals. Obviously, Bengals on their backup quarterback here, obviously with uh, Joey B, out for the season. So you have Browning in here for the Bengals. So they're getting 7.5 here right now. But look, the Bengals are the team that's coming in 2-1, right? Broncos are the team that's coming in 1-2 right now. The Bengals, yes, Browning, he might be okay here, but I don't like the run game for the Bengals coming into this one. They better be passing, and you got to get that ball. Now, look, the Broncos are pretty good against number ones for sure. We know this defense is still pretty good. I know we have some criticism for the Broncos here right now defensively after losing that game to the Chargers. They gave up 29 to the Colts in that wild game. But they still will be able to stop this Bengals running attack. I think that it's trouble for Chase Brown and the Bengals. They better just get T. Higgins is the man I want to focus in on here for Cincinnati. Chase will get plenty of attention. I'm sure he can still produce some numbers. I don't know if he'll get to his expectations here in this game. I think the Bengals can hang in this game, but I think it's going to rely on some T. Higgins here. We also might see some field goal action. And it feels like, I'm not going to call it a, of course in Denver, you always want to look to the kickers here. But look, I think for Denver, you got to run J.K. Dobbins if you get the chance against the Bengals. This is where they're kind of struggling right now. I think they got a bottom 5 run defense. And I think for Dobbins here, so far, so good, man. 3 solid performances. J.K., he's back. It feels like he's back as if he never left. Last week, 83 yards on 11 carries and a touchdown. He had 76 against the Colts, so those were both losses, but he scored touchdowns in both those games, touchdown in all 3 games so far. So for R.J. Harvey, take a seat right now. I mean, we do want to see this guy, but right now, J.K. Dobbins is looking strong here, and I would like J.K. Dobbins and a lot of his props here tonight. Also, maybe you can look to tight end Evan Ingram here in this one. I think he was out last week, but I believe he is in here this week. Just want to see if he's got an injury designation because I love the spot for him here. Bengals really struggle against tight ends. They're probably one of the bottom teams against tight ends this season. I'd probably look to Ingram. Hopefully he's in there. Look, if not, I mean, I'm willing to get involved with Troutman for sure. Here against the Colts, he did have 3 receptions and a touchdown. So if Ingram is saddled with any designation, let me see if I can get his status here in this one. I mean, he's probable. So Ingram's probable. I like him here for sure in this one. And I think the Bengals still might be able to hang here right now. They're playing pretty okay. They got Browning, who definitely has some experience in there. I think as long as the Bengals are willing to gamble and make sure that they keep the ball in the air, I think that's what you want to do here actually against Denver. Meanwhile, Denver, I actually like them. They should try to grind it out, try to get the ball to Evan Ingram. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bengals here plus 7.5 points and see if they can't hang on and make this one interesting. Will we get an under here? I don't know. I'll give you the Bengals in this one.